What in the world just happened today in the stock market? What's up, guys? It's Sam Alva Trades. Gonna go over some recaps a little bit and then kind of talk about what in the world just happened. Going into it today, I did make a little over $400 on SPY. We got into some calls earlier in the morning. So, right on this area, I saw that it was holding the support level that we had looked at, also holding the SMA. So I did get into some calls here. Like I mentioned yesterday, I did want to keep it light. So I got in with around $2,300, give or take. Again, profited around 400. So I would say profit was around 50%, give or take. So amazing day. Boom. I told myself, let's wait it out a little bit. I usually get off the computer really quickly because I'll go to the gym or whatever. But I want to wait. I had nothing really planned for the day. So I just want to sit it and wait. So as I saw that it wasn't breaking this resistance, making it into support, it just kept hitting it and rejecting. I was expecting to get into some puts as we had some confirmation, but there wasn't really a confirmation until this candle. But we'll wait on that. That's the good stuff there. So even if we go to the 5 minute time frame, again we had just a bunch of wicks on the upside and we had some wicks back here down on the downside near the support. So nothing really going on. Now this is where it gets crazy. So I was looking to get into some puts right around this area. Not really confirmed to get in, but I was gonna get into some puts. So looking at the prices of them, they're $86 a contract. All right. I wanted a confirmation, so I was willing to get in maybe around $115 per contract. That would have given me more of a confirmation. So I was just waiting it out to see what would happen. And then boom, this amazing candle just came out of nowhere. So if we look here, this candle was about a 0.42% drop. I don't know. This is on a 1 minute time frame, so this was pretty ridiculous to see in a 1 minute time frame. So again, I was looking at the contracts. They were around $90 a contract. Right here at this level, they were $236 a contract. So that's what is that? 300%. That would have been a monstrous profit on the day, but nonetheless, missed it. It's okay. So I see that, and it did happen pretty much across the market. Besides a few that stayed above, which was like Nvidia, Meta, they stayed. They didn't seem phased by it. So my genius mind was like, let's try to see what's going on. I wasn't panicking. I was just a little like, whoa, dude, what is going on? So first, I opened up CNBC. I tried to see if anything came out that would have caused that sell off. Nothing was going on. So this Trump headline, this was about 9:30 this morning. So again, it didn't really affect the market this morning. Then I go into the Fed calendar to see if I'm missing any sort of press release or any sort of article that came out that would have caused that sell off. Nothing came out. So next thing, big brain, I was like, let's search ChatGPT. Let's see what AI has to say about it. Because apparently it has all the answers. It really doesn't, but I like to think so. I have it pulled up on the screen here so you won't see it. So I'll just read it off. I'll try to keep it concise and hit the major points while doing so. So, why did the stock market have an aggressive sell-off? That was my question to it. And then the answer, keep it again short as possible. If you're referring to the sharp drop that just occurred, there doesn't appear to be a single breaking news headline responsible. Instead, looks like several factors hit at the same time. Geopolitical concerns remain elevated. Markets are still reacting to renewed US Iran tensions and uncertainty surrounding shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Profit taking in technology stocks, AI, and semiconductor stocks have had a strong run recently, and traders have been locking in gains. Since the Nasdaq is heavily weighted towards large tech names, selling there can quickly spill over into the broader market. So, SPY and QQQ, which are the ETFs for the S&P and Nasdaq, they both had a tremendous sell-off, like we see here on SPY. Um, boom, 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 boom. Let's see what else it says. Large sell programs hit index futures. Algorithmic traders pull liquidity. Stops below obvious support levels get triggered. So I'm assuming, if we had to just assume, because we don't know where other people set their stop losses, if stop loss was hit, let's say at 751.80, once all of these people were stopped out because this was the morning low, when the market opened at least, this could have triggered the stop losses for a greater sell-off. It's basically what that's saying. Momentum traders pile on, accelerating the decline. So again, just to recap from the news articles, nothing was out. Again, FOMC didn't release anything. So it seemed like people were just getting out of the positions that they were in, just going into the weekend because of all this uncertainty that has been occurring this week. So once I saw that it started to pick back up, I was like, let's play the game that they're in right now. So ended up getting into Tesla afterwards. I didn't get back into SPY. I got into Tesla. This was Tesla's sell off at that same moment. Then it started to recover here. So I see this recovery touches this resistance level. It was once the support, it is now the resistance level, rejected. But then this to me was the lower high off of this candle, or this previous sell off right here. So I did enter around this area, got out right at this candle. My strike price was 410, but I didn't feel like waiting. Not to sound like I was impatient, but my profit at that point was already 20+%. So there was no need to wait it out. Again, as you see down here on the bottom right, made about $900. So it was an amazing trade. I saw that. I took my profits. I didn't want to hold, especially because these hedge funds that are trading, these algorithms, all of that, they know stuff before us. So the last thing I want to do is hold through all that. And look, the following candle on the 1 minute time frame, it did have another sell off before it found another support level down here at the 406 level. So pretty solid trade on my end, I will say. Now, as you see that the market is finding the support, it's still touching the same resistance level. So a few things going into this next week, I will say, is definitely keep an eye out on the news articles and the technical levels. Um, they're gonna put out some stuff, whether it's good or bad. We just have to go off the technical levels and make trades and make our assumptions based on that. I know saying assumptions could sound like you're just gonna throw your money in and just hope for the best. No, you still want to go off of your technical levels. You still definitely want to see what's happening in the world, because it's not just us that can be affected. The Asian and European markets could definitely be affected as well. So keeping all that into consideration will definitely give you an understanding of where we will be come Monday, market open. Now, if we're looking also at our technical levels, this is a 5 day, so we'll go a little bit further out just so we can get a better view. So if we look at the RSI, let's go to SPY, because Tesla, SPY is going to cover pretty much everything. So it is approaching oversold levels on a 20-day. If we look at the MACD as well, these lines are very close to each other. So there's no confirmation that there's going to be buying pressure picked up until the blue line here is going to cross over, and then that gap widens between the blue and the yellow line. Once that gap widens, then we can see. But that also will tie into how we look at the the resistance level. So that probably won't cross until the 753 becomes our new support level. So definitely going to be patient going into that, especially after what just happened just now. And keep in mind, this is back in June, so a month ago, pretty much from June 15th to today. We are going to be approaching a resistance zone. So 755 is the resistance that we've been talking about for the last couple of days. So we are going to be trading into that resistance. So we have to see how the market's going to react. We could see a rejection. We don't know. So that's, again, comes into play with the technical levels, the news. Hopefully good news. So we'll keep that in mind. It was a really great day for me. Again, I kept it light in the morning, and then once I saw that recovery off that crazy sell-off, did get in a little heavier. So ended the week with a total of, not the week, the day, with a total of $1,400 on the day. So solid day. Um, Probably gonna go for a run while my dopamine is high now because I'm not gonna trade anymore. I don't want. There's no need to for me at least. Um, yeah, go for a run. I'm gonna do a little rearranging in here as well because this glare right here is insane. So I have to drop the curtain and it's just too much. So I'm gonna do a little rearranging, maybe try to get some better angles, and also I think I'm gonna pick up a mic soon. You guys let me know if I should get a mic, because this lovely headset, it's not good. A good friend of mine gave me a mic. I love you, bro, but it's not working. So, talking through the laptop again, I'm almost yelling at this point. So I want to get a better mic. Some things I'm looking forward to. So, um, appreciate everyone that is watching the content, uh, all the support, comments, questions. You can definitely drop them. Definitely drop a like and a sub. It would help me grow my channel, which is what I was trying my best to do right now. Um, so what we got. So will I get into anything else? I already said no, so I'm probably just gonna stick with that. Go about my day. We'll keep an eye on all these levels. I hope you guys were able to get some good stuff going after this crazy sell off, and we'll be back very soon. All right, everyone, enjoy the weekend. I'll catch you guys on the next trade recap. Peace.